First contact and cultural shock. The vast expanse of space had always been humanity's final frontier, but on that fateful day in 2157, it became the stage for an encounter that would reshape the course of human history. Dr. Samantha Chen, lead astrophysicist at the International Space Station, Horizon, was the first to detect the anomaly. "Captain Reynolds, you need to see this," Samantha's voice crackled through the intercom, a mix of excitement and apprehension evident in her tone. Captain Jane Reynolds, a veteran astronaut with nerves of steel, made her way to the observation deck. Her eyes widened as she saw the shimmering distortion in space, growing larger by the second. "What in the world?" she muttered, her usual composure momentarily shaken. Before their eyes, a massive ship materialized, its sleek, organic design unlike anything human engineers had ever conceived. Its surface seemed to ripple and shift, adapting to the surrounding space in ways that defied conventional physics. It's beautiful," Samantha whispered, her scientific mind already racing with questions and theories. As the crew of the Horizon watched in awe, a melodious series of tones emanated from the alien vessel. The ship's advanced AI quickly deciphered it as a request for communication. With trembling hands but a steady voice, Captain Reynolds responded, "This is Captain Jane Reynolds of the International Space Station Horizon, representing Earth. We welcome you in peace." There was a moment of tense silence before a response came. The alien voice, translated through the AI, was oddly musical yet carried an unmistakable air of authority. "Greetings, humans of Earth. I am High Admiral Zaxxalian of the Galactic Confederation. We come seeking knowledge and exchange." And so began humanity's first official contact with an advanced alien civilization. The news spread like wildfire across Earth, sparking a mixture of excitement, fear, and endless speculation. In the days that followed, a delegation from Earth, led by United Nations Secretary-General Dr. Amina Okafor, was invited aboard the alien vessel for initial talks. Dr. Chen and Captain Reynolds, being the first contacts, were also included in this historic meeting. As they stepped into the alien ship, they were struck by its interior. The walls seemed alive, pulsating with energy and information. Holographic displays floated in midair, showing star charts and data streams incomprehensible to human eyes. High Admiral Zaxxalian, a tall, slender being with iridescent skin and large, multifaceted eyes, greeted them. "Welcome aboard the Celestial Harmony, flagship of the Galactic Confederation's exploratory fleet." Dr. Okafor, composed despite the surreal situation, spoke, "We are honored by your visit, High Admiral. Earth is eager to learn and share knowledge with your people." Zaxxalian's expression, though alien, seemed to convey curiosity. "We have observed your civilization for some time, and your rapid technological advancement intrigues us. Particularly, we are interested in your approach to space travel and ship construction." Captain Reynolds, her pride as a space explorer evident, replied, "We would be glad to share our knowledge of shipbuilding and space exploration. Perhaps we could arrange a tour of our shipyards." The alien admiral's multifaceted eyes seemed to shimmer with interest. "That would be most enlightening. Our scans have detected a curious mix of materials and construction methods in your vessels. They seem inefficient by our standards, yet you've achieved remarkable progress." Dr. Chen, unable to contain her scientific curiosity, asked, "If I may, High Admiral, how do your ships function? The way your vessel appeared and its ability to adapt to space is unlike anything we've ever seen." Zaxxalian made a gesture that might have been the equivalent of a smile. "Our ships are grown, not built. They are living entities, symbiotic with their crew. They adapt and evolve as needed." The human delegation exchanged glances of amazement and disbelief. The concept of living ships was so far beyond their current technology that it bordered on magic. As the initial meeting progressed, it became clear that while the aliens were technologically superior in many ways, they were genuinely intrigued by human innovation. The way humans had overcome their technological limitations, through sheer determination and creativity was something the Galactic Confederation found fascinating. "Your species has a unique approach to problem-solving," Zaxxlian observed. "You create complex systems and machines to overcome your individual limitations. It's a concept quite foreign to us." Dr. Okafor, sensing an opportunity, proposed an idea. "Perhaps we could arrange an exchange of knowledge. We could learn about your bioengineering techniques while we demonstrate our industrial and mechanical engineering approaches." The alien admiral considered this for a moment. "An intriguing proposal. Yes, I believe such an exchange could be mutually beneficial. However, we must first assess your technological readiness. We have protocols about sharing advanced technology with younger civilizations." Captain Reynolds, feeling a spark of competitive spirit, spoke up. "With all due respect, Admiral, we may surprise you. Humanity has a knack for rapid adaptation and innovation." Zaxxlian's eyes shimmered again, this time with what seemed like amusement. "Indeed, then perhaps a challenge is in order, to gauge your capabilities and potential." The human delegation leaned forward, intrigued. Dr. Okafor, ever the diplomat, asked cautiously, "What kind of challenge did you have in mind, High Admiral?" The alien leader's next words would set in motion a series of events that would push human ingenuity to its limits and beyond. "A shipbuilding contest," Zaxxlian announced. "Your best engineers and scientists against ours. Let us see how your methods compare to ours in practice, not just in theory." The room fell silent as the implications of this challenge sank in. It was more than just a contest. It was a chance for humanity to prove itself on a galactic stage. Dr. Okafor, after a moment of contemplation, nodded. "We accept your challenge, High Admiral. Humanity is ready to show the galaxy what we're capable of." As the meeting concluded and plans for the contest began to take shape, the human delegation couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and trepidation. They were about to embark on the greatest technological challenge in human history, competing against a civilization thousands of years more advanced. But as they left the alien ship and gazed back at the blue marble that was Earth, a sense of determination settled over them. Humanity had always thrived when faced with seemingly impossible odds. This challenge would be no different. Little did they know, this contest would not only test their technological prowess, but also reveal truths about both civilizations that would reshape the future of galactic relations forever. The Great Ship Challenge. The news of the intergalactic shipbuilding contest spread across Earth like wildfire. Governments, private corporations, and academic institutions scrambled to assemble their best and brightest. The stakes were enormously high. This wasn't just about building a ship, it was about proving humanity's worth on a cosmic scale. Dr. Eliza Ramirez, a brilliant aerospace engineer known for her unconventional designs, found herself at the center of this whirlwind. As she stood in the hastily assembled Earth United shipyard, a massive complex that had sprung up in the Mojave Desert in a matter of weeks, she couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and trepidation. "Dr. Ramirez," a voice called out. She turned to see Captain Reynolds approaching, looking somewhat out of place in the bustling shipyard. "The alien delegation is here for the initial briefing. We need you there." Eliza nodded, taking a deep breath. "Let's hope they're ready for what we have in store," she said with a hint of a smile. The briefing room was a clash of worlds. On one side sat the human team, engineers, physicists, and designers from every corner of the globe. On the other, the alien delegation led by Zaxxlian, their bioluminescent skin casting an otherworldly glow in the dim room. Dr. Okafor, now acting as Earth's chief diplomat, began the proceedings. "High Admiral Zaxxlian, we're ready to begin this challenge. Could you please outline the parameters?" Zaxxlian's multifaceted eyes scanned the room before he spoke. "The challenge is simple in concept, complex in execution. Each side will design and construct a ship capable of traveling to the nearest star system and back with a crew of 5. The ship must be built using only the resources and technology currently available to your civilization. You have 1 Earth year to complete the task. A murmur ran through the human side of the room. A year to build an interstellar ship. It seemed impossible. Eliza, however, felt a spark of inspiration. She raised her hand, drawing Zaxalian's attention. "High Admiral, a question if I may. You mentioned using only resources currently available to us. Does that include the knowledge we've gained from our interactions with you so far?" Zaxalian seemed to consider this for a moment. "An intriguing question, Dr. Ramirez. Yes, any knowledge you've gained through our cultural exchange thus far is fair game. However, we will not provide any direct technological assistance." Eliza nodded, her mind already racing with possibilities. The aliens' bioengineering approach, while far beyond human capabilities to replicate, had given her some ideas about integrating living systems into mechanical structures. As the meeting concluded, the human team huddled together. Captain Reynolds voiced what they were all thinking. 1 year to do what we haven't managed in all of human history. How are we supposed to pull this off? Dr. Chen, who had been quiet throughout the briefing, spoke up. "We do what humans have always done. We innovate, we adapt, and we refuse to give up." Eliza nodded in agreement. "We may not be able to grow a ship like they do, but we can certainly learn from the principle. I have some ideas about creating a hybrid system, part machine, part living organism." The next few months were a blur of activity. The Earth United Shipyard became a hub of innovation, with teams working around the clock. Eliza's hybrid design began to take shape. A titanium alloy frame combined with genetically engineered plant matter that could process cosmic radiation into energy. It wasn't as advanced as the alien bioships, but it was a quantum leap beyond anything humanity had built before. Meanwhile, the alien team worked on their own ship. From what little the humans could observe, it seemed to be growing from a small seed-like structure, evolving and adapting daily. The contrast between the two approaches couldn't have been starker. As the months wore on, challenges arose. The integration of organic and inorganic components proved tricky, with early prototypes failing spectacularly. Each failure, however, brought new insights and improvements. 4 months into the project, disaster struck. A power surge in the main laboratory caused a fire, destroying months of work and critically injuring several team members. The alien delegation offered to pause the contest, but the human team refused. "We've faced setbacks before," Eliza declared in an emergency meeting. "This is no different. We'll adapt, we'll overcome, and we'll come back stronger." Her words rallied the team. In the wake of the disaster, a new sense of unity and purpose emerged. Ideas flowed freely between departments that had previously been competitive. The setback, ironically, became the catalyst for their greatest innovations. As the 1-year mark approached, both ships neared completion. The human vessel, christened Phoenix, in honor of its rise from the ashes of the laboratory fire, was a marvel of hybrid technology. Its hull gleamed with a mix of metal and bioluminescent patches, a visual representation of the marriage between machine and life. The alien ship, by contrast, looked like a living creature. It pulsed and shifted, its surface rippling like the skin of some cosmic beast. Both were awe-inspiring in their own right. On the day of the unveiling, crowds gathered from around the world to witness the event. The atmosphere was electric with anticipation. As Eliza stood before the Phoenix, ready to present their creation to the alien judges in the world, she felt a surge of pride. High Admiral Zaxalian approached, his eyes taking in every detail of the ship. "Impressive," he said, his translator conveying a tone of genuine admiration. "You've created something truly unique. Not a copy of our methods, but an entirely new approach." Eliza smiled. "That's what humans do best, Admiral. We take inspiration from everywhere and create something new. This ship represents not just our technology, but our spirit, resilient, adaptive, and always striving for the stars." As she began to explain the intricacies of the Phoenix's design, Eliza knew that regardless of the outcome, humanity had already won in a way. They had pushed the boundaries of their knowledge, created something revolutionary, and proven that they could stand toe-to-toe with a far more advanced civilization. The real test, however, was yet to come. As both ships prepared for their maiden voyages to the nearest star system, the question on everyone's mind was, would the Phoenix live up to its promise and carry humanity into a new era of interstellar travel? The stage was set for a journey that would not only test the limits of human engineering, but also the very spirit of human determination and ingenuity. Unveiling human ingenuity. The day of launch arrived with a mix of tension and excitement that was palpable across the globe. At the newly constructed Gaia International Spaceport, crowds gathered to witness history in the making. The Phoenix stood proudly on the launch pad, its hybrid hull gleaming under the morning sun, while the alien vessel hovered silently nearby, defying gravity with apparent ease. Dr. Eliza Ramirez stood with her team, running through last-minute checks. Captain Jane Reynolds, who had been selected to lead the human crew on this historic mission, approached with a determined look. "Everything set, Dr. Ramirez?" Jane asked, her voice steady despite the weight of responsibility on her shoulders. Eliza nodded. "As ready as we'll ever be, Captain. The Phoenix is primed and eager to fly." High Admiral Zaxelian glided over, his iridescent skin shimmering with what seemed like excitement. "Your creation is truly remarkable, Dr. Ramirez. Win or lose, you have already impressed the Galactic Confederation with your innovative approach." Eliza smiled. "Thank you, Admiral. But we're not aiming for just impressive. We're aiming to succeed." As the crews boarded their respective ships, the world held its breath. The alien vessel lifted off silently, its organic form rippling as it ascended. Moments later, the Phoenix roared to life. The ground shook as its hybrid engines ignited, a perfect fusion of traditional rocket propulsion and the bioengineered systems that made it unique. Inside the Phoenix, Captain Reynolds and her crew settled into their stations. Dr. Chen, now serving as the science officer, marveled at the ship's interior. "It's like being inside a living organism," she whispered, watching the bioluminescent panels pulse with information. As they broke through Earth's atmosphere, the true test began. The Phoenix's hybrid systems kicked in fully, the bioengineered components beginning their complex dance of energy conversion and radiation protection. "All systems nominal," reported Lieutenant Yuki Tanaka, the ship's engineer. "The biosystems are performing even better than our simulations predicted." Captain Reynolds allowed herself a small smile. "Excellent. Prepare for the jump to faster-than-light travel." This was the moment of truth. The FTL drive, a revolutionary design that combined principles of Alcubierre warp theory with biomimicry of certain deep-sea creatures, had never been tested at full scale. "FTL drive charging," announced Commander Diego Ortiz, the navigation officer. "Ready in 3, 2, 1. The universe seemed to bend around them. Stars stretched into lines, then blurred completely. The crew felt a moment of disorientation. Then, stillness. "We've done it," breathed Dr. Chen, checking her instruments. "We're traveling at FTL speeds." A cheer went up from the crew, quickly tempered by the realization that their journey was far from over. They had a long way to go to reach the target star system, and the alien ship was undoubtedly already ahead. Back on Earth, Eliza and her team monitored the Phoenix's progress with a mix of pride and anxiety. Every bit of data streaming back was precious, confirming theories and revealing new mysteries about the nature of faster-than-light travel. Days passed, with both ships pushing the boundaries of known physics. The Phoenix's crew discovered that their hybrid systems offered unexpected advantages. The bioengineered components adapted to the stresses of FTL travel, becoming more efficient over time. "It's like the ship is evolving as we fly," mused Dr. Chen, poring over the latest data. "Each challenge we face makes it stronger, more resilient." Captain Reynolds nodded, just like humanity itself. As they approached the halfway point of their journey, a critical moment arrived. Both ships needed to drop out of FTL to make course corrections and allow their systems to recalibrate. The alien ship, as expected, emerged first. Its organic form seemed unchanged by the rigors of the journey. Moments later, the Phoenix burst back into normal space, its hull glowing with the excess energy of FTL travel. "Status report," ordered Captain Reynolds. "All systems functioning within parameters," replied Lieutenant Tanaka. "The biosystems have adapted to reduce stress on the hull by 23%. We're actually in better shape than when we started." This news was met with excitement both on the Phoenix and back on Earth. The ship wasn't just surviving the journey, it was thriving. High Admiral Zaxalian's voice came through the communication system, a note of surprise evident even through the translator. "Impressive, humans. Your ship appears to be adapting in ways we didn't anticipate. Perhaps there's more to your hybrid approach than we initially thought." Captain Reynolds allowed herself a moment of pride before responding. "Thank you, Admiral. We're learning that there's strength in our diversity, not just in our crew, but in the very design of our ship." As both vessels prepared to re-enter FTL, tensions rose. They were neck and neck, with the return journey still ahead. The real test was yet to come. On Earth, Eliza addressed the global audience watching the historic race. "What we're witnessing is more than a contest between two ships. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our ability to face the unknown. The Phoenix and its crew carry with them the hopes and dreams of our entire species." As the ships vanished back into the fabric of space-time, humanity collectively held its breath. The race was far from over, and the challenges ahead were unknown. But one thing was certain: the Phoenix had already achieved the impossible, and in doing so, had opened up a new chapter in human history. The journey back would push both crews to their limits, testing not just their technology, but their resolve, creativity, and the very essence of what it meant to be explorers. As the Phoenix surged forward, its hybrid heart pulsing with the combined power of human innovation and the mysteries of the cosmos, the universe watched, wondering what this young species would achieve next. Alien revelations and human persistence. The return journey pushed both ships and crews to their limits. As the Phoenix hurtled through the cosmos, its hybrid systems continued to evolve and adapt. Captain Reynolds and her team worked tirelessly, pushing the boundaries of their newfound technology. Halfway through the return trip, an unexpected challenge arose. The Phoenix's sensors detected a massive solar flare from a nearby star, far more powerful than anything encountered in Earth's solar system. "Braced for impact," shouted Captain Reynolds as the wave of intense radiation approached. The crew held their breath, expecting the worst. But as the energy wave washed over them, something remarkable happened. The bioengineered sections of the hull began to glow, absorbing and processing the radiation. Dr. Chen's eyes widened as she analyzed the data. Incredible. The organic components are not just shielding us. They're converting the radiation into usable energy. Our power reserves are actually increasing. This unexpected development didn't go unnoticed by their alien competitors. High Admiral Zaxalian's voice crackled through the comm system, a hint of astonishment in his tone. "Fascinating adaptation, humans. Your hybrid approach continues to surprise us." As the journey continued, more revelations came to light. The alien ship, while incredibly advanced, seemed to struggle with unexpected variables. Its bioengineered systems, while highly efficient, lacked the adaptability of the Phoenix's hybrid design. During a particularly challenging segment of space, filled with intense gravitational distortions, both ships were forced to drop out of FTL travel. The alien vessel's organic hull visibly strained against the forces, while the Phoenix's hybrid structure flexed and adjusted, distributing the stress more evenly. Lieutenant Tanaka noticed something peculiar during this phase. "Captain, I'm detecting minute quantum fluctuations in our hull. It's as if the ship is learning from these new conditions at a subatomic level." This observation led to a breakthrough. Dr. Chen and Lieutenant Tanaka worked feverishly to integrate this quantum adaptability into the ship's navigation systems. The result was a more efficient FTL drive, allowing the Phoenix to navigate the difficult terrain of space with unprecedented precision. As they approached the final stretch of their journey, the two ships were neck and neck. The race back to Earth had become more than a contest. It was a crucible of innovation and adaptation. Aboard the Phoenix, Captain Reynolds gathered her crew for a final briefing. "We've come further than anyone could have imagined," she said, her voice filled with pride. "But it's not over yet. Every second counts. Let's show the universe what humanity is capable of." With renewed determination, the crew pushed the Phoenix to its limits. The ship responded beautifully, its hybrid systems working in perfect harmony. As they entered the solar system, Earth loomed large in their view screens, a beautiful blue marble welcoming them home. The alien ship appeared beside them, its organic form sleek and graceful. For a moment, both vessels seemed to pause, as if acknowledging the magnitude of what they had accomplished together. Then, in a final burst of speed, both ships raced towards the finish line, a specially constructed orbital station above Earth. Back on the planet's surface, billions watched with bated breath. Dr. Eliza Ramirez stood in mission control, her heart pounding as she watched the two specks of light grow larger in the sky. "Come on, Phoenix," she whispered. "Show them what you can do." In a flash of light and energy, both ships crossed the finish line. For a moment, silence fell over the control room, then erupted into chaos as the results were announced. The Phoenix had won, by a margin of mere seconds. Cheers erupted around the globe. Humanity had not just competed against an advanced alien civilization, they had triumphed. But more than that, they had pushed the boundaries of science and engineering, creating something truly revolutionary in the process. As the Phoenix docked with the orbital station, High Admiral Zaxalian's ship took up position nearby. The alien leader requested permission to board the human vessel, a request that was quickly granted. Captain Reynolds and her crew stood proudly as the alien delegation entered the Phoenix. Zaxalian's multifaceted eyes scanned the ship's interior with obvious curiosity and admiration. "Congratulations, humans," the alien admiral said, his translator conveying a tone of genuine respect. "You have not just won a race. You have demonstrated a level of ingenuity and adaptability that we have rarely encountered in our explorations." Dr. Chen stepped forward, her scientific curiosity overcoming her awe. "High Admiral, if I may ask, how did our approach differ from yours? We noticed that your ship, while incredibly advanced, seemed less adaptable to unexpected conditions." Zaxalian's skin shimmered in what seemed to be a gesture of acknowledgement. "An astute observation, Dr. Chen. Our bioengineered ships are the result of millennia of refinement, designed to be perfect for known conditions. But in doing so, we may have sacrificed some of the adaptability that you humans have demonstrated. Your hybrid approach, combining mechanical precision with biological adaptability, is unique in our experience." Captain Reynolds nodded, understanding dawning. "So in a way, our less advanced technology gave us an advantage." "Precisely," Zaxalian confirmed. "Your species' ability to innovate, to combine disparate elements into something new, is remarkable. It is a trait that the Galactic Confederation values highly." As the implications of this sank in, a new sense of possibility filled the air. Humanity had not just proven itself capable of competing on a galactic scale, they had demonstrated that they had something unique to offer to the broader cosmic community. The journey of the Phoenix had opened up new vistas of exploration and cooperation. As Captain Reynolds looked out at the stars, now seeming closer than ever before, she knew that this was just the beginning of humanity's grand adventure in the cosmos. A new era of galactic cooperation. In the weeks following the Phoenix's triumphant return, Earth buzzed with excitement and possibility. The successful interstellar journey had catapulted humanity into a new age, one where the stars were no longer out of reach. But perhaps more significant than the technological leap was the shift in humanity's relationship with the galactic community. At a grand ceremony held at the United Nations headquarters in New York, representatives from Earth and the Galactic Confederation gathered to discuss the future. Dr. Eliza Ramirez, Captain Jane Reynolds, and their team stood proudly alongside world leaders as High Admiral Zaxalian took the podium. "Fellow sentients," the alien leader began, his words translated for the global audience. "We came to Earth seeking to evaluate your civilization's readiness for galactic inclusion. What we found has surpassed our expectations in ways we could not have imagined." A ripple of excitement passed through the crowd as Zaxalian continued. "The ingenuity, adaptability, and sheer determination demonstrated by humanity in the face of our challenge has proven that your species has much to offer the galactic community. It is with great pleasure that I extend an official invitation for Earth to join the Galactic Confederation as full members." The announcement was met with thunderous applause and cheers from around the world. Humanity had not just proven itself, it had earned a place among the stars. In the days that followed, the implications of this new partnership began to unfold. Joint research initiatives were established, with human scientists working alongside alien counterparts to explore the potential of hybrid technologies pioneered by the Phoenix. Dr. Chen found herself leading a team of xenobiologists, delving into the intricacies of bioengineered spaceship components. "It's fascinating," she explained during a press conference. "We're finding ways to combine the adaptability of Earth's ecosystems with the advanced biotechnology of the Confederation. The potential applications go far beyond space travel." Meanwhile, Captain Reynolds and her crew became ambassadors, traveling to different worlds within the Confederation to share humanity's unique perspective. Their tales of Earth's history, filled with triumphs and struggles, resonated with many alien species who saw reflections of their own pasts in humanity's journey. Lieutenant Tanaka's expertise in hybrid systems led to breakthroughs in energy production, paving the way for cleaner, more efficient power sources on Earth and beyond. "It's like we've skipped centuries of technological evolution," he marveled during a demonstration of a new fusion reactor that incorporated bioengineered components. But it wasn't just in technology that humanity made its mark. The spirit of innovation and the ability to think outside conventional boundaries became Earth's trademark in the galactic community. Human artists, philosophers, and entrepreneurs brought fresh perspectives to age-old challenges faced by other civilizations. Dr. Ramirez found herself at the forefront of a new field of study: hybrid cultural exchange. "We're not just combining technologies," she explained to a class of eager students from various species. "We're blending ideas, philosophies, and ways of thinking. It's creating a new kind of galactic renaissance." As Earth's influence grew, so did its responsibilities. The Phoenix, now joined by a fleet of next-generation hybrid ships, took on the role of peacekeepers and explorers. They ventured into uncharted regions of space, facing challenges that tested the limits of their adaptability and ingenuity. One such mission led Captain Reynolds and her crew to a dying star system, where an ancient civilization faced extinction. Using the lessons learned from the Phoenix journey, they devised a bold plan to relocate the entire species using a fleet of hybrid arcs. "This is why we ventured into space," Captain Reynolds declared as the rescue mission commenced. "Not just to explore, but to make a difference, to help others and learn from them in return." The success of the mission resonated throughout the Confederation, cementing humanity's reputation as problem solvers and innovators. It also led to a revaluation of the Confederation's policies on intervention and aid, with Earth's more proactive approach gaining support. Years passed, and the partnership between Earth and the Galactic Confederation deepened. The exchange of knowledge and culture flowed both ways, enriching all involved. Earth's cities began to reflect its cosmic connections, with alien architecture blending seamlessly with human designs. Off-world colonies flourished, each a unique experiment in cross-species cooperation. On the 10th anniversary of the Phoenix's historic flight, a grand celebration was held in the newly constructed Unity Station, a massive space habitat orbiting Earth. Representatives from across the galaxy gathered to commemorate the journey that had changed everything. As Dr. Ramirez looked out at the assembled crowd, a tapestry of diverse species united in common purpose, she felt a sense of awe at how far they had come. A decade ago, we were alone in the universe, gazing at the stars and wondering what was out there, she said in her address. Today, we stand as partners in a grand cosmic adventure. We've learned that our greatest strength lies not in our technology, but in our spirit, our curiosity, our adaptability, and our unwavering determination to reach for the stars. The ceremony concluded with the unveiling of a new project, an intergalactic exploration initiative led jointly by Earth and the Confederation. The mission's flagship, fittingly named Harmony, represented the pinnacle of hybrid technology, a true blend of the best that humanity and their alien allies had to offer. As the Harmony prepared for its maiden voyage, carrying a diverse crew from dozens of worlds, the spirit of that first challenge lived on. It was a reminder that great achievements often arise from daunting challenges, and that the fusion of diverse ideas can lead to wonders beyond imagination. The story of the Phoenix and humanity's rise to the stars became legend, told and retold across the galaxy. It stood as a testament to the power of ingenuity, the importance of diversity, and the incredible potential that lies in reaching across the void to connect with others. As the Harmony disappeared into the depths of uncharted space, carrying with it the hopes and dreams of countless beings, one thing was clear: the greatest adventures for humanity and their new galactic family were still to come.